Some time back now, we had visitors here from Washington State, and as a gift, they dropped in over here in the town of Mountain View to the Mountain View Bakery, and they picked me up some donuts. Well, now, Mountain View has two main drags. There's Highway 11 Volcano that comes through the town, and the only business on that is there's a propane guy over there that I use. There's the gas station, Aloha, and if I need gas for the lawnmower or the PT, I'll end up over there. And otherwise, there is a convenience store associated with the gas station and a pizza parlor that's out there on the highway. The pizza parlor I haven't got a lot of anything really good to say about. Never do use the convenience store. Gas station on occasion, but not often. And the post office I use frequently, almost daily. And I use the propane guy too, quite a bit over here. But there's another street in the town that kind of loops in off 11 and then loops back out again. It takes you through what would have been the old downtown of Mountain View a long time ago. Well, I know when I first saw the town, I said, oh my goodness, this place is a wreck. Buildings falling down, almost nothing open in the town. The bakery was open. They were regionally famous for their stone cookie. They make this hard cookie that'll bust your teeth out over there. And personally, I did try them when I was a tourist out of curiosity. They're in the tour guides, but I would prefer a biscotti. If I need something hard to dunk in my coffee, biscotti's good with me. So I never really used the bakery much, But I had the group of viewers that had stopped in from Washington, and they brought me donuts from the bakery that I had never eaten before. They were mochi donuts. That's the rice flour donut, real fine. It's a kind of gummy thing. The general impression of them, because they were so soft and sweet, was they were kind of similar to a Krispy Kreme. I said, man, they got something going here. They could make a franchise out of this thing. That was the best thing I think I ever ate from that bakery. So I've been thinking about it. Going, I'm going to drop in and get some donuts. Well, Ellen's coming back tonight. Yesterday was Valentine's Day. I was not aware that getting donuts in Hawaii is a Valentine's Day tradition. I found that out yesterday. There are other things around for Ellen, but I went and I bought some of the donuts this morning because they really are good. And, I was dumbfounded. Yes, because as I said, the downtown district of Mountain View has been a wreck. There's been nothing in there. I know slowly but surely they have ended up, they have a coffee house over there now serving local coffee. They have a produce store, a little store in there that sells stuff that I haven't myself been into much. I haven't been in the coffee house either, but I'm aware that there has been some things building up in the old town. And then there were buildings that were so decrepit. Oh my goodness. Well, apparently the termites stopped holding hands because most of the junk buildings in the town have suddenly collapsed. They're not even there anymore. Nobody's cleaned them up, but they're a pile. They're just gone. And that improved the look of the town immensely when those old houses fell down. I see other people in town have painted their houses, and what blew me away, though, is I drove by the coffee house and I went, oh my goodness, there were so many people. The curb was full of cars. There was no place to park in front of the coffee house or the grocery store there. Oh man, this is interesting. Okay. And I took a look. I'm pretty good at determining. And when I looked at the crowd, I said, they're all tourists. So I went into the bakery, and well, it was fairly busy too. There were two people ahead of me in line. One of them, I'd say tourist Midwest. The next one, I'd say tourist maybe Amsterdam, maybe. That general area of the world from the speech, European tourists. And I go, wow, what happened? I mean, the town was a mess. I was always jealous of Pahoa, okay? Pahoa has this bohemian chic reputation, you know. The town, frankly, if you ask me, is a dump, but it's also way too close to lava flows for me. But there's been a whole lot of business. It just keeps moving in there and moving in there. I mean, from Long's Drugs to all sorts of restaurants and stuff. The town gets a lot of services. I guess it had the reputation that that was going to be the up-and-coming place here in eastern Hawaii, and it probably would have been if it hadn't been for that last eruption. Kentucky Fried Chicken even had a place over there, but when the eruption came and it started heading their way, they chickened out and left town, never came back, and so Luquin's restaurant, Mexican restaurant, now has the Kentucky Fried building. But yeah, I was always, I always thought Mountain View was a better place for a town. The weather's better up here. We don't have all the, there's a certain type of clientele down around Pahoa that's, you know, they're special. Well, we don't have them up here either, you know, and I always figured it was a better place, and why it was ignored, frankly, and the place was crumbling, used to get to me. But it looks like it's changing. Downtown was full of tourists. I never go in there, you see. I always go by on the outside of the highway. It's the first time in ages I drove into the town, and I was shocked. So, anyway, if you happen to be passing through the area, Mountain View is halfway between Hilo and Volcanoes National Park. Very convenient. There is a gas station out there on the highway, and kind of like right behind the gas station inside the town, you'll find the bakery and the coffee house and so on. But this is what they're making. It's a it is a mochi donut with a glaze. This one is lemon. Nice and chewy. I don't know how many of you are eating mochi. It's a Japanese rice flour confection. It's kind of gummy. That's what I made these out of. I guess they must use some kind of pastry thing. It's in little balls. These are really good. They're definitely better than the stone cookies. I highly recommend them if you're passing through Mountain View. Stop in over there. Heck, make something out of the town. I'm surprised. We may actually see a town show up here in Mountain View. I don't live in the town proper. I live outside of town about a mile, and you know, we picked the place not because of proximity to Mountain View. We picked the place because of the property itself. This property was very good property. Could have been anywhere on the island, I guess. We'd have probably taken it if we found it. But it looks like we're slowly but surely we're starting to get a town over here too. This is good news, especially since it seems to have happened at the worst possible time during COVID. There wasn't much going on in there beforehand. Don't ask me, folks, but hang loose and stop in for a donut.